morning. It is International Black Cat Day, so I would like to celebrate my international black cat, Foster. If I could get him to get his eyes up here, he's got green eyes. So, but yeah, Foster puts on as much of a cameo as he wants, and that's it. So, I'm just happy to have him. Okay, it is August 17th. Our title is The Principle and the Presence. Let's see if I can get around the cat here. The first quote is, "By this shall all people know that ye are my disciples, as if ye have love one to another." And that is John 13:35. Another point on which we are all agreed is the nature of first cause is that it is harmonious. And that is The Science of Mind, page 82. And then the third quote, which probably means this is Craig Carter, the two great fundamental ideas back of spiritual mind treatment and basic to every great religious philosophy that has ever been given to the world are these: a divine presence and a universal law. And that is Good for You, page 98. Oh, okay. Foster, can you put your backside down? Yeah, there we go. Some religions become so unwieldy with a multitude of precepts that their basic teachings are lost. Yet only two simple truths support all religions: a presence to believe in and a power to work with. If there were no presence, the religion would be a mere philosophy. If there were no power, the presence could not do anything. When we do spiritual mind treatment, we recognize the existence of the presence and power of God, and we become aware of our unity with God. Often, we focus specifically on one of the many different forms of God takes in our daily world. For example, we work with the quality of wholeness when we discuss physical healing. We work with the quality of success when we desire prosperity. In relationship problems, we place our emphasis on the quality of harmony. However, no matter which divine quality we are using, we reach it through turning first to the recognition of the one presence as the only reality. All successful treatment begins and ends with God. And in between, we speak the word which calls forth the quality that will affect the particular healing we seek. I speak my word for harmony and understanding between myself and the other people where I work. I know we are unified in truth, for the one life is in each of us, and I expect now to see the principle of harmony demonstrated in our daily contact with one another. I recognize and accept that harmony now. I affirm that only good goes from me and only good comes to me on my job. Any past misunderstandings are now resolved, and that the atmosphere of my workplace is one of happiness and success. And like I said, it's Craig Carter. He's the only one that uses that quote, that third quote from Good for You. And here's where you're going to get Lisa's theory, Lisa's opinion. One of the reasons why there are so many gods around the world, like there are multiple religions where you have multiple deities. It's not because there are multiple deities. There's one. But that one is so big that we have no way to encompass all of that. And so what we did was we broke the one down into the many so that we could reach the particular quality that we were wanting. If you go back to look at the Hindu system explicitly says this. The Hindu says there's one. The only presence is Brahma. But then you see all the little, you see Shiva and Lakshmi and Kali and I can't, and those are the only three that I can remember right now. But so you see all of those. But the Hindu system explicitly says, but they're all part of Brahma. They're all part of Brahma. In each case, what you are looking at is you are seeking a specific quality of God. I believe Shiva and Kali are the destroyers, and they are the masculine and feminine destroyers. Whereas you have the first two, and I believe Lakshmi is the feminine creator, and I cannot remember her partner right now. And then so you have the two creators, and then you have the masculine and feminine creators, the masculine and feminine maintainers, I guess would say, and then you have the masculine and feminine destroyers. But still, they're all Brahma. So it's like, there's one system. There's one power. There's one presence. But we, in this material form, are limited and cannot encompass that. And so, and what he specifically says is we call on the qualities. Well, because, and I'm going to use air quotes here, we are advanced enough to recognize that there is one power. But we are contacting a specific quality of that power, which is what we need in our lives. As he says, if we're working on relationships, then we want the quality of harmony. If we are working on healing, then we want the quality of wholeness. And so we're calling them qualities instead of giving them a new name, instead of giving them a name and creating them as a, and again, separate deity. It's possible that the Romans and the Greek had the same idea. All of the different religions, there's one power, but it's too big for me to deal with. So I'm gonna portion off this little part and say, this is what I'm working on now. Okay. This is what I want. Cause you notice that all of the gods have specific roles. They have specific ideas so they were doing the same thing. It's just we call them qualities instead of calling them gods. We recognize there's one power. There's one presence and one power. And I like that he says, if there's no presence, then what's the point of religion, right? So, but if the presence can't do anything, which is the power, the law, then that presence can't do anything. We know that's not the truth. So what we are looking at, and that's one of the things that I love about world religion. You go back and look at world religion and you can see most of those gods didn't have overlapping powers. They're doing the same thing we're doing it. We're just calling them qualities and they were calling them gods. God is so much bigger. And we cannot possibly incorporate all of what God is. We cannot in this form touch all of it. So we have to narrow our focus down to specifically what we want. And that is what we do in treatment. In treatment, we speak to the one presence and we say, there is one presence. This is the part of the presence that I am calling on in this moment because this is what I need. This is what I want. And then we step back and we let that enormous, incomprehensible presence and incomprehensible power bring to us that which we are seeking. And we don't tell it how it gets to bring it to us, because that would be us limiting the one presence. And we've done enough of that throughout history. So we don't need to do that anymore. So that's one of the things. And Craig just kind of lined it. He's like, okay. So, and that's one of the things that you want to look at is what is it that you are seeking? If it is healing, then you're seeking the principle of wholeness. If you are seeking, quiet, like you want your environment to be a little more quiet, then what you are invoking is the principle of peace. Or maybe if you want peace, principle and power is the same thing. And if you're working on a relationship, then you're seeking the quality of wholeness. So whatever it is that you want, what is the principle that you are seeking? And focus on that. And what does it mean? Love, joy, creativity, growth. They're all principles. And how can we apply those to our lives? And that's what we take into our treatment. Okay, let me grab here's where we do the pirate thing. I got one more about a week and a half before I can go find out when I can have the other eye done. And then hopefully I won't be doing this glasses on, glasses off pirate thing. I'm wearing my glasses a lot less. It's interesting. It's interesting. So I'm looking forward to having that one. And then I get to get reading glasses. So yay. I'll be an adult then. No, not any more adult than I already am. So, okay. Okay, so the Science of Mind quote, another point on which we are all agreed up is as to the nature of first cause, that it is harmonious. When we narrow it down into our narrow focus, it doesn't look harmonious. But when we step back and take a look at the big picture, which I will grant you is really hard to do from this material perspective, it is harmonious. It is. Hi, baby. Oh, you're being so cute. I'm sorry. Immediately distracted by the cat. So if there were no presence, the religion would be a mere philosophy. If there were no power, the presence couldn't do anything. I like that he says that. So, when we do a spiritual mind treatment, we recognize the existence of the presence and the power of God, and we become aware of our unity with God. When we become aware of our unity with God is where we access that power. We are made by that power, of that power, for that power. Of course we have access to it. And it is up to us that we believe that. And that's where the start of our power is. We got to believe that we have access to it. Because we are made of it. Okay, so often we focus specifically on one of the many different forms God takes in our daily world. And that's it. One of the many different forms that God takes in our world. We call them qualities now. In ancient times, they called him God. And they gave God a different name. But it all comes back to the one. And that's one of the things that I love about world religion. Okay, so no matter which divine quality we are using, we reach it through turning first to the recognition of the one power. All right. That's the secret. Whatever principle we are after, whatever divine quality we are after, we get to it by turning to God, which is why the first step of treatment is there is one power. And the second step of treatment is, and I am a part of that power. The most powerful thing you can do is pay attention to the words that follow I am. Because you are declaring to that power what you are. Which is why I say I am a beloved child of God. Which is why I say you are a beloved child of God. All right? The I am. It's important. All right. So all successful treatments begin and end with God. And in between, we speak the word that calls forth the quality that will affect the particular healing that we seek. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to reach through God for the quality that we seek. To understand that all of the qualities that we seek, all of the principles that we seek, they're all available in that one presence. There's only one place we have to go. We don't have to go to each and every little dime store God, because they're all one. But if it makes it easier for you to give that quality a specific name, and know that you're going through the one, do what works. Do what works. So recognize that the quality that you seek, whatever it is found in the one. And you absolutely have access to it. All right, so that's the mission. And then, as always, I encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. Big, small, doesn't matter. Point is to do it. Practice on yourself. You deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Absolutely. You are a beloved child of God. You deserve that. I also am, by calling it a spiritual practice and encouraging you to do it every day, I'm encouraging a habit. I'm encouraging you to create a habit, a first response, a default setting, so that no matter what happens, you can respond lovingly, kindly, compassionately without a second thought, because it will be your first. So, and it looks like self-care, and it looks like making sure that you are actually enjoying your life. That we are here to learn and to have experiences, but we are also here to enjoy, which is why I say, take a walk, take a nap, take a deep breath, or, or, it's, what is it? Never mind. More do something that you engage all 5 of your senses in. Eat a really amazing piece of chocolate and engage all 5 senses in that. Drink an amazing cup of coffee and really enjoy the moment. Okay? And sometimes that looks like taking a day off, and sometimes that looks like getting distracted by a very cute little black cat that is currently snuggled up to you. Right? Right, Duck? He quacks. That's why we call him Duck. It's just a nickname. His name is Foster, because he was the ultimate foster fail. Okay. As always, then, I do encourage you, do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like today. Please drink plenty of water. It is still bloody hot out there. Drink plenty of water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Get that early in your day bright light. Reset those circadian rhythms. You need your claws clipped, baby. It's science. Circadian rhythms, science, bright light. And open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It is all around us all the time, because it is a state of mind, which means we have the power. Remember the qualities of God. We have the power to create it at any time. It's from within out that heaven comes. So it's possible. Always possible. Practice, practice, practice. And I'm going to encourage you to check us out on all the social medias, because we are always available there. We are on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We are on TikTok, and we are up in our TikTok game. So we are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. The Instagram and TikTok are the Creative Life are the Creative Life Spark. And then I'm the Running Rev Ryan on the TikToks that I am on. TikToks. I'm not on TikTok yet. On the social medias that I am on, I'm just a hot mess this morning. That's okay. Yeah. And if you want to know what's going on in the center with the book studies and the classes and we have a soul session tonight. That'll be really cool, because a classmate is going to do that. Reverend Rafe Ellis. He's really cool. Trust me on that. He's going to be on tonight. And so, that'll, email info@creativelife.org. And our website is creativelife.org. So info@creativelife.org. Those hot links are hot. They'll take you right where you want to go, including to the soul session. So I don't think I can talk any faster. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, an amazing day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, a soul session day, enchanting day, an enchanted day, an awesome day, a celebrate your black kitties day, because it is International Black Cat Day. And they are good luck in Scotland, by the way. This one is definitely good luck, and a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. All right. You are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. And now I need to get into the process of my day, right? I got to put shoes on and go to work. So Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. We will have a soul session on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. That will be amazing and cool. And I have no idea where that conversation is going to go. So, then I'll be back with you at 9 a.m. So know that you're loved. I will see you soon.